Hey everybody, Mr. B here and welcome to the Loft. Today we're going to add to our pie series. We're going to do a no-bake peanut butter pie that is out of this world. Let's go. Okay guys, let me show you what you're going to need for this amazing peanut butter pie, kids, okay? So I'm doing 2 pies. The recipe in the description will be for 1 pie. So I'm doubling it, going to be giving some away, etc. You know the drill. Anyway, you are going to need some confectioner's sugar. I've got that as a reminder. You're going to need some milk, peanut butter, some goody goodies to top it. I am using 2 store-bought graham cracker pie shells because, you know, I'm all for the easy on this one. And I'm going to use some whipped cream and room temperature Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, let's get this started. So I have my cream cheese at room temperature in my mixing bowl, and I'm going to add the peanut butter to that. Pro tip, spray your measuring cup with a little bit of cooking spray. When you're doing something like this, works great with honey as well, if I'm being honest, because it helps for an easy release. And then we are going to beat the shit out of this until it is nice and creamy. Alright, let's take the opportunity to just kind of scrape the sides of this down. Whip it good! Okay, now, next step we are going to do here is let's add us a cup of milk to this. Well, it'd be a half cup if you were doing 1 pie. Again, I'm doubling it. But the recipe in the description. All right, we're just going to stop it right there. That was too much milk. That was a disaster. Those pies did not set. They were a runny mess, okay? And as I'm looking at it, the only thing I can think of is the milk. So this is a quasi kind of family recipe, and I, for one, know that when you've been doing something over and over and over, basically by muscle memory, and then you got to try to transcribe that, sometimes something gets left out. The ingredient list says for 1 pie, 1/2 cup of milk. I think maybe a tablespoon, only if like the mixture is too thick, okay? But 1/2 cup, I don't think so. In any case, we're gonna do a lightning round, take 2 on this thing, so we don't have a 30-minute pie video. But I got to thinking, I wanna do this with an homemade Oreo crust because chocolate, peanut butter, give me a break. So let's whip that up. So making homemade cookie crusts are very, very easy, and they bring a lot to the table. So I'm going to be using the Whirly Doodle today, and all you need are the cookies and some melted butter. So let's see here. I think I'm going to start with, let's do 2 of these. And we'll just use however many we need, like I need the rest of these cookies in my house. If you don't have a Whirly Doodle, throw them in a bag, get the air out of it, take something and beat the shit out of them. All right? But I do prefer a Whirly Doodle. Let's see where I'm at. We still got some. We got it. Now we're cooking the grease. Now what we're gonna do is we're just pulsing this butter I'm using about 5 tablespoons to a whole stick. Okay, perfection. Now I want to give it a really good go. That's gorgeous. Now, what we're gonna do, unplug it so I don't get electrocuted. And then let's just take this, dump it in our pie shell. That's gonna be, it's gonna be fantastico. Clean hands, clean hands. And we will just spread this out, pushing up the sides. Get it good and compacted. As it refrigerates, butter will re-solidify, and it will make a pretty, fairly kind of sturdy crust thing happening. And then I'm going to take something kind of hard. So I'm using a 1/3 cup. And then we're going to go around it again, pressing. All right. Woo! Greasy hands. There you have it, kids. All right. Thank you for your service. Okay. Lightning round. So, cream cheese, peanut butter. Beat the shit out of it. Scrape the sides down. This looks more like it. 1 cup powdered sugar sifted. Beat the shit out of it, carefully. Scrape the sides down. And I do think maybe just a tablespoon. Maybe just a tablespoon. Just to kind of help all of that sort of incorporate, okay? So let's see what this gets me. Take the opportunity to do this. Now. Quick time! And we're cutting and folding. And let's pour it into our pie shell. It still looks too wet, but all right. Look at this magic stuff. Let's just go around the sides again. Looking something like that. Not too unhappy about any of that. And like we did before, we're going to use some of our toffee things. We're just really good on this, I might add. So, and some of our minis. Take the opportunity to do this. You're going to want to refrigerate this until you have time to serve it. Okay? I'm going to let it go overnight and hope like hell this one sets. So we'll check back then. Wish us luck. All right, it's the next day, and idiot tip here. Don't whip cream it and then refrigerate it. Whip cream it as you are going to serve it. It makes it prettier because it just kind of blah, blah, blah. Anywho, we're gonna cut this pie and see how we did. Fingers crossed. The first slice is always the worst slice. We know this. Oh, I can already tell. This is an improvement in that runny disaster I was telling you guys about. If we can get a piece of this out. Of course not. All right. All my crust up. I'm bringing this out like super, super cold. So my bet would be is that if I had let this kind of warm up just a little bit, temperature, room temperature, then my cut might have been a little bit better. And then again, it might not. So now it is supposed to be kind of a creamy pie, right? Let's get in here. Hail to the yell on that, guys. Listen, the graham cracker crust is good with this pie, but Oreo is where it's at. Oreo is where it's at. All right, that's it for peanut butter pie, kids. Click like, subscribe, come along for the ride. We're gonna see you next time. Cheers.